Welcome back, everybody, to Kinkoi, Reina's route. It's morning. And who is this?
おはようございます。栗生茜です。
Akane, how could I forget side route?
What a charming intro.
昨日は先輩のところにあの有名な島選手が来て、猟銃が大騒ぎでした。
Oh man, she's even doing the recap for us.
Wow.
市松先輩、あんな有名人とお知り合いなんて、やっぱりすごい人なんですね。
Well, I don't like to brag.
で、シルビア王女様とお友達な時点ですごいか。
Yeah.
でも、あの後先輩は部屋から出てこず、最後に見たとき、顔色が優れなかった気がします。
Akane, are you going to be narrating this entire episode?
This route is actually just from Akane's point of view. It's just her telling the story for some reason.
It's like how Sylvie's route was jokingly from Ria's point of view.
I'm still convinced that's probably true.
I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, this calls for calisthenics, doesn't it?
今日もラジオ体操に誘って、暗い気持ちは吹き飛ばしてもらいましょう。
Man, you with your calisthenics and Reina...
Can I go back to the coffee milk?
Yeah.
体を動かせば、暗い気持ちなんて飛んじゃいますよね。
And if it doesn't, her burning heart will.
おはようございます。
She wasn't even talking to us.
I know, the actual question is, who was she actually talking to?
That plant.
あれ？まだ寝てるみたい。
Who are you still talking to?
でも、こういう時こそ朝はスパッと起きて、爽やかな気持ちで始めた方がいいですよね。
I really hope we remembered to wear pajamas or something.
先輩、起きてください。
Oh. Well then.
先輩。先輩ってば。
Squeesh.
むにゅ
Accurate.
Yes.
あれ、なんで先輩の胸元に柔らかいものが。
Her name is Reina.
おはよう、かねちん。なんでレイナ先輩が先輩のベッドで寝てるんですか？
Every episode.
That's not even this series.
I know, right?
It was kind of noisy. I woke up.
Akane-chan, ohayo.
The usual girl, huh? Morning already?
そしてなぜレイナ先輩の出たベッドから先輩が出てくるんでしょうか？
Well, we're both clothed, so it's probably fine.
Huh?
なんで一緒に寝てるんですか？
Emotional support.
Huh?
She wasn't in here to invite me to radio calisthenics? Well, that's fine, I guess.
あかねちんだったの？
No idea.
No clue. Yeah.
そう。
Both of us let out huge yawns.
What the hell are you doing?
Reina was in my bed for some reason.
このベッドそこそこ広いけど、二人で寝ると狭いね。
Sleep together?
ん？ゆうべのこと覚えてないの？
What did you put in that coffee milk?
What happened?
What the hell? I couldn't remember a thing! Don't tell me. At some point, Reina and I...
オーロ泣き疲れて寝ちゃって、こっちのスカート掴んで話してくれなかったの。
I think it would have been better if it had been the other assumption.
仕方ないからしばらく添い寝してたんだけど、話すどころかさらにくっついてくるしさ。しかも離れようとすると、泣きそうにうめくし。
You can stop talking now.
Just like a sad koala.
Did I? Sorry for that.
Somewhere in my extraordinarily fuzzy memory, I did recall having depended on someone and falling asleep. It would have been better if I had done something erotic without realizing it.
でも、もうすっきりしたみたいだね。
Well, in that sense. Hey, do you think a fall out this window from this height would kill me?
I think we're on the first floor, so no.
Well, yeah.
I had ended yesterday in the worst of moods. But I felt better now that I'd cried it all out.
よろしい。
There's a life lesson in there. Don't be afraid to cry.
じゃあ、私は部屋に戻るよ。学校だし、まずお風呂入らなきゃ。
Sure.
Reina got out of bed.
Reina?
ん?
Thank you.
うん。なんだよ、かわいいかよ。
Oh, shucks.
友達じゃん。気にしないで。
Yeah.
Reina patted her lap.
また泣きたくなったらおいで。
No thanks.
昨日のオーロ可愛かったのに。
Oh, shut up.
The baseball club came to an end in the worst form possible. Still, I ended up coming to Noble Academy and met Reina as a result. Whether this was a positive or negative, I'd definitely say it was a positive.
ところでオーロ。
Yeah?
私なんでスカート履いてないの？
That's an excellent question.
Huh?
Now that she mentioned it, her bare thighs were in full view. Her panties gave me a hello there.
スカート、寝てる間に脱げたみたい。どこ？
Right.
I looked. Speaking of her skirt, didn't she say something about a death grip? Which meant it should be around here somewhere. Wait a second.
オーロ、その手にあるのは？
My death warrant.
Yeah.
Yep, it was her skirt.
Looks like it slipped off, or more like I took it off while you were asleep, huh?
Ouro sus.
だね。返して。
Sure.
I handed it to her.
これでよし。
That went better than expected.
じゃ、また学校で。
Yeah.
A little sloppy at the end there, huh?
おはよう、オーロ。
We didn't do anything. I mean, hi.
Hey.
なんだか目元が腫れている気がするわ。オーロ、もしかして昨日泣いた？
No, it's just winter allergies.
No.
島くんと言ったかしら。オーロを泣かせに来たのだったら、オーロにはまだ見せていないソルティレージの暗部が火を吹くことになるけれど。
And this is how Sylvie became a Super Saiyan.
I mean, still like Sylvie.
She's already blonde, so she's halfway there. Uh-oh.
デストロイモード始動しますか?
No, we're good.
Oh, no, not destroy mode. No, I'm fine. Really.
Sylvie was letting her imagination get the better of her. Also, isn't Kuro considered a weapon?
You remember when I joked about the baseball team and, like, the airstrike?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kuro was the airstrike. Well, I was sure that just showed how much she worried for me.
エルに、オーロが前の学校で受けた仕打ちも聞いたわ。オーロが望むなら、浜南学園に戻る？すぐに野球部にも戻れるわ。監督さんは急な出張でいなくなってもらえばいいし。
No.
You're awfully dark today, Sylvie.
This is low rule, Sylvie.
I like this, Sylvie.
I'm afraid of this, Sylvie. She might actually be scarier than Elle-san.
Oh, she's way scarier than Elle-san.
Yee. I probably would have relied on Sylvie's cheat powers over the summer. But...
as I said before, you don't need to do that.
no need to drop a boat on his car or anything like that.
If I went back there, I couldn't poke a princess's back in the middle of class anymore, now could I?
He goes to poke her and Elle-san just grabs his wrist like, you didn't say the magic word.
Please!
いたずらはこっちにいてもやめてほしいのですが。
We weren't that off the mark.
Noble Academy suits me best right now.
さあ。
Which was when...
おはようございます。
really thought it was going to be Jogasaki.
I'll be honest, I did too.
昨日は銭湯に5時間もいて湯あたりしたぜ。
Oh yeah, that was just yesterday, wasn't it? I was really hoping we'd put all of that behind us.
Though I will admit that one sentence does kind of add some humor.
It does.
同じくです。
My classmates arrived. I had established a life here now. And it was looking like it'd be another fun day.
レーナだっけ？あのうざいギャル。
I feel like every time Ria is thinking about how to describe her, it gets a little worse.
Actually, I think you're right. Yeah.
Don't call her obnoxious. She's a nice lady. Rude. A plume of Ria's cigarette smoke dissipated into the wind as she seemed to think something over when...
あいつになら、ここのこと言ってもいいぞ。
Really? Wow.
We didn't even tell Sylvie about it.
I know.
The person that actually probably should have come up here.
Yeah.
Huh?
まあ、あんまりうるさくはしてほしくないけど、それはお前が来てる時点で同じだし。いいぞ、別に。
Oh, really? Wait, what's with the change of heart?
This was so spur of the moment that I couldn't piece it together. Not that we would have been able to piece it together even if we did have several moments to think about it. Heck, hadn't she just told me she's the one person you can never tell just the other day? Ria shrugged her shoulders.
だっていろいろ問題あんだろ。こっち一応女だし。
What?
彼女との間に秘密作るのは。
What?
What?
ラブホ的な使い方はすんなよ。ここあんま綺麗じゃないから青缶したいなら他の場所を選んでたな。
Alright.
Wait, gross.
ああ、いきなり下ネタは良くなかったな。でもベロ中程度もやめてくれ。もし現場見たりして俺が気まずいみたいなのはごめんだ。
Just what exactly do you think you heard?
まあ、誰もいない屋上なわけだし、昼休みに一緒にお昼ご飯くらいならいいけど。
See, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Well, but like I said, hold up. You'd catch a cold if you came up here to eat lunch. Wait, that's not the part I should be commenting on.
Alright, it's winter. I forgot about that.
Why would you pair me and Reina up?
はぁ
I've seen the route.
何
Hey, didn't you pair
ま
at
だ
the
恋
beginning
人
of
じゃねえよ芸
the...
続けるわけ
It's not an act, it's the truth.
でもお前ら、昨日は部屋でなんかいい感じにネチョネチョしてたじゃん。
Oh, yeah. Rhea could hear basically everything that happened in my room.
すすり泣きが一晩中聞こえてた。お前乱暴にしたんじゃないだろうな。あいつ処女っぽかったぞ。優しくしてやれよ。
Do I really cry that womanly?
That sobbing was me!
えあ、
Oh my god.
お前そういう性癖だったんだ。
No?
いや、気にすんなよ。装飾系とかそういうのだろ。うん、よくあるから。
What? What? Like a triceratops?
It's exactly what I thought of because of Jurassic Park.
Just like, what does that have to do with anything?
You've got it all... You've got it so wrong, I couldn't even begin to say how wrong.
Neither could we. Jeez. Well, I had depended on Reina an awful lot yesterday, so it would give people the wrong impression. It wasn't as if we were dating,
ふーん、
he said to himself unconvincingly.
片思いと。
What?
Haven't we followed this exact template before?
Yes, in Sylvie's route.
あったな。この前はお前が違う言ってごまかされたけど。
Or maybe that was the common route.
やっぱり俺の見込み違いじゃなかったな。
Reina sneered with full conviction. Well, but... yeah... I could proudly say that she was wrong the last time this topic came up. But could I give the same answer now? Could I say that I didn't like Reina in the same way I had before? I probably couldn't. Compared to before, I had most definitely, step by step, begun to fall in love with Reina.
相変わらず、誰かを好きになると心のバランスが取れなくなるな、お前。
No!
Shut up.
まあ、この話はもういいや。お前の恋愛事情がどうなろうと、俺にはミジンコほども興味がない。
That's a lie.
That is an absolute lie for somebody who has a 10-year plan. Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go that far? Come on.
島棟梁。あいつの方はいいわけ？
Yeah, I'm all set there.
My feelings were set in stone. I had no plans to return to baseball this late in the game. I was beginning to get rusty anyway. I had no intention of going back.
お前じゃなくて、あいつは
Huh?
わざわざお前を訪ねてきたんだろ。何か助けてほしいこととかあるんじゃないのか？
Now that you mentioned it, I was focused entirely on myself and the thought hadn't really occurred to me at the time, but why had Torio come to invite me back again?
I think, didn't we establish he's probably in his slump still?
Yeah, but I wonder if the events of last night kind of clouded our perception.
Yeah, that makes sense.
His previous catcher, hadn't been there for the summer tournament, and that threw him off his game. Had he mentioned that he still couldn't break out of his slump? Yes. Do we have short and long-term memory loss?
What? Well, it's none of my business either way.
Yeah, we're not on Torio's route.
It's his problem. He can work it out somehow. It has nothing to do with me.
Kinda does.
そうか。
Rhea plopped the butt of her cigarette into the ashtray.
関係ないならそれでいい。関係ないといいな。
Are you actually saying that, or are you trying to make us feel bad? She dropped that dicey remark before going up to the water tank. You're trying to make us feel bad, aren't you? It had nothing to do with me. Nothing at all. Not a thing. Absolutely nothing. Have you been like this all day?
どうかしまして。いつもより多めにハワワしてらっしゃるようですが。
That's her catchphrase.
Is she like that every day? But less?
To varying degrees.
なんでもありません。朝から様子がおかしいですわね。まあ、詮索するつもりはありませんが。
It's not still morning.
キック！詮索するつもりはありませんが。ゲロのお部屋へ行ってから。キクキク！そういえば朝、ゲロとキサキさんの様子がおかしかったような。いえ、詮索するつもりはないのですが。
You know, if you keep having to say that, people are going to assume that you are meaning to pry.
そんな、先輩とレイナ先輩は、全然、関係ないですよ。そうですよ。ただ、ちょっと、二人が、朝、詮索してないのにどんどん分かってしまいますわ。
You 100% have pride.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you did.
にしても、二人が、ねえ。
Well, hey, that means you're off the hook for any kind of etiquette or anything like that.
面白いですわね。
You are handling this very well.
Actually, you know what? That does make sense because she had a problem with us because she didn't think we were good enough for Sylvie.
That's true.
But I'm sure she's 10 on 10 with us and Reina.
Oh, yeah. There goes the royal entourage.
ねえねえ、オーラ。
Yeah?
レーナと一つのベッドで朝を迎えたというのは本当？
What? Where did you hear that?
私には優秀な諜報員がついているとだけ言っておくわ。
So Mina told you, huh?
Uh-huh.
優秀ですごく可愛くて、ことあるごとにお姉ちゃんに連絡を欠かさない甘えん坊な諜報員が。
Yep, pretty clear at this point.
It would have been funny if he didn't know who it was.
He's not that dense.
Mina-chan, huh? Maybe she caught wind of it at the dorm. It's a misunderstanding. We're not like that.
そういうんって何？
Sylvie, your innocence concerns me ever so slightly.
I mean,
ごまかそうとしても無駄よ。したんでしょ、レーナと。
Never mind, disregard
no,
my last
we
statement.
didn't.
But we didn't.
お泊まりかよ。
Okay, that we
No,
did.
never mind, you're right.
I rescind my rescendancy of the prior... Whatever.
Maybe we did.
The different mindsets between a normal male student and a princess diverged as broadly as holy and dark elements.
もう、ずるいわ。私もしたい。私もオーロのベッドで寝たいわ。
Oh, we're gonna die.
聞き捨てなりませんね。
Well, we had a good run.
We didn't put it out there.
I haven't said anything. Why grab my arm?
何の話？
Birds.
今日オーロのお部屋でお泊まり会がしたいなってお話。
I wasn't even a part of the conversation, and I wouldn't have agreed to it even if I had been. Why are you trying to wring my arm off?
オーロの部屋で、ねえ、いいかも。
Reina, you're not helping.
Come again?
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Hang on. How did you get a sword in here?
I am like 99% sure that she has like an exceptional clause. It's like nobody is allowed to have weapons except the bodyguards of the Princess of Sortilege.
Alright. I will suspend disbelief for now.
Because, to be fair, I actually have seen that. Like, I've seen restaurants which have a no weapon policy, of course, but then, like, the Secret Service is allowed to have weapons there.
Well,
you know,
okay,
obviously.
yeah.
So, yeah, I get it. I haven't said anything. Why are you pulling out your blade?
I escaped from Elle.
Let's save the sleepover for some other time, Sylvie. You know, like maybe last route. You two, Reina, stop instigating.
いやー、そうでなくても、今日は放課後、シルビーに頼みたいことあるんよ。
You want her to model for you?
で、集まる場所にオーロの部屋なら最適かなって。
Why is it always our room?
Just to hang out?
That much should be fine, just like when we had a skiaki a while back. I didn't mind making my place available.
行ってもいいの？
As long as Elison's okay with it.
Ellison shrugged her shoulders in exasperation at Sylvie's cheer. On that note, I headed home with a huge crowd again today.
ねえ、ついでだから今日もお夕飯はみんなで食べない？
Do not make me say skiaki again.
Fine by me. Stew again?
今でしたら給仕の者に連絡すれば問題ありません。
いいね。でもどんな鍋があるかな？またすき焼きじゃおもんないよね。
Reina, I love you.
If it comes with high-grade meat, I could eat it forever.
おいおい、貧乏人かよ。
Why does that affect our odds?
Yep.
そうでしたね。私もそうでした。でもそんじゃ面白くないよ。適当にブラブラして決めよ。
With that, the four of us headed into town.
すき焼きの他に人気がある鍋といえば、キムチ、もつ、しゃぶしゃぶ。
All questionable picks.
Like us. Shabu shabu was tough to prepare, and kimchi and offal stews were majorly acquired tastes. We could go with something more agreeable.
あ、おでん。おでんも鍋の一つじゃない？
I'd say so, but isn't oden something you do on your own?
まあ、コンビニ頼りだよね。おでん、聞いたことがあるわ。
こんにゃく、大根、はんぺんの順に串に刺して食べるスナックフードのようなものでしたっけ？
It's a little different.
このつなぎね。実際にやる人はまずいないよ。
What is happening here now?
Did they give Reina a choice?
I don't know.
If you do, the broth dribbles down and it gets all sticky, and the daikon in the middle breaks apart easily, which makes it tough to eat. Basically, only does it.
さんの方のチッタ。大人になっておでん屋になった設定だったけど、この食べ方やらなかったね。
It's pretty sad when he doesn't, huh?
おでんってのは、ちょっと待って。
Reina rushed into a nearby convenience store.
へいお待ち。
She bought a bunch of stuff.
串には刺さないのですね。
Reina, where'd my black card go?
ねえねえレイナ、ここで食べていい？当たり前かよ。おでんは熱いうちに食べるのが礼儀だし。
姫様、外で買い食いなどとはしたない。
Now, look, there's a bench over there.
It would be improper to eat standing up, but it should be just barely passable if we were seated. By my criteria, anyway. There was no stopping Sylvie once she worked up an appetite either way. Yeah.
はんぺん、ガンモ、卵、大根。全部2つずつ買ってきたからどうぞ。はんぺん？
ガンモ？
You wouldn't know those two unless you're familiar with Odin. Anyway, give them a taste.
She brought them 2 sets of chopsticks too, so they tried a bite.
素朴な味ですね。味付けが優しい。
The broth is the bulk of the flavor.
あ、味付けももらってきたよ。なーにこれ、黄色いのと黒いの。
Careful, it might sting you.
Is it weird that
そして味付け味噌。
every time I hear the word bulk, I think of Bulk and Skull from Power Rangers?
That's pretty funny.
Ah, you brought that?
あ、そっか。おでんに味噌つけるの？的なネタなんだけど、初めて食べる人には通用しないね。
This is tasty too, so help yourselves.
I dropped it in at the edge and encouraged them to put it on with their chopsticks.
はっ。
They each brought a bite to their mouths at once.
ねえ、おでんに味噌って絶対合うのよ。
It's a sure bet in the Tokai region. I think they put yuzu pepper and whatnot on it in Kyushu.
Odin covered a wide range, so most seasonings went well with it. Incidentally, the most mainstream condiment to put on Odin. You alright there?
からし多すぎたかな。はい、水。どうも。
Was, of course, mustard. Was it just my imagination, or was mustard actually one of the best examples of a condiment you either loved or hated?
温まってきたわ。
That's probably true. I feel like mustard is very divisive.
It especially depends on the kind of mustard.
Mm-hmm.
おでんというのが美味しいのも驚いたけれど、この味がコンビニで簡単に買えちゃうというのが一番驚きね。
It truly is convenient.
日本のコンビニエンスは侮れませんね。
Yeah, they're brag-worthy on a global scale in terms of handiness.
As long as you ignored how exploitative the enterprise system could be.
興味が出てきたわ。ねえ、エル、今日はまずコンビニを探検に行きましょう。
はい。
あららら、興味が意外なところへ。
Yes, it did.
Looks like she's gonna focus on convenience store food rather than Odin tonight, huh?
Meat buns, pizza buns, fried chicken, yakitori, and hot dogs. All at your local baseball park. After gobbling up the assortment of worm foods one could buy at a convenience store, we were all stuffed, but Sylvie kept eating. We called that enough for dinner and decided to head back. Yep, she's still eating.
シルビー様、ですから歩きながら食べるのは。
メロンパンはどんな状況で食べてもいい自由の料理よ。
With the one person among us with a bizarre stomach capacity, Sylvie, in tow, we made it back to my place.
なんだかんだ寒かったね。
もう12月ですから、容易に出歩くのはやや難しい気候ですね。
Sounded like it was chilly even to the ones who were born in Northern Europe.
So, it's great that we all got together, but to do what?
あ、泊まりたい。
No.
なりません。
I know! Why are you yelling at me?
Why are we always the brunt of your wrath?
まあ、お泊まりはおいおいとして、ちょっとシルさん、エルさん、こっちおいで。
なんです？
For some reason, Reina tugged them both by the hand out of the room. Well, that was a fun visit. Back to the box.
Alright, time to open up all the reliable.
Maybe they were headed to Reina's room? I guess that was fine, but why did they bother coming to my room first? It didn't make much sense. Well, I wondered that and sat waiting. The phone rang.
Hello?
です。本日は晴天なり。ただいまマイクのテスト中。
Hey, that's our
I
thing.
think we already figured out your levels.
Mm-hmm.
What in the world are you going on about?
Don't do that. I heard her take in a breath.
Uh-oh.
And then was deafened. My ears instantly started to ring.
スーパーデザイナー、レイナー・キサキプレゼンツ、It's a beauty! なんとか賞
They were apparently outside my bedroom when the door swung open.
What's all this shouting for?
Ooh, alright.
Okay, wow.
じゃーんどや、オーロ
10 on 10.
かわいいでしょ、この服。
Ella-san looks like she would rather be anywhere else.
キサキ殿、これスカートが短すぎます。
We'll be the judges of that. Scroll down. Wonderful.
大声がなんだっけ？
Absolutely nothing. You are fantastic. Was this why you wanted them to come over?
そう。白人さんは足が長いから何着せても似合うよね。そんなことないわ。選んでくれるレイナのセンスが抜群なのよ。まあ、ギャルファッションにはちーっとばかし自信がありますけどね。
She was putting some serious effort into studying design, but when it came to play, she played hard. She must have loved anything and everything when it came to fashion. And I loved that about her.
I like that you've got Sylvie, like, alright, it's the casual thing you'd kind of hang out in, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've got Reina, a bit risque, but, you know, it's fine. You've got the neat jacket. It works.
Yeah.
And then you've got Elle-san looking like a dominatrix on the right.
And oh so thrilled by it.
もうこの服ゴテゴテしすぎでは？
Maybe for you.
いいじゃないのエル、とっても可愛いわ。
ああ、姫様、そんなピンと立ってはいけません。スカートがめくれます。
大丈夫、ギリギリ見えない角度にはなってあるから
Ah, clever girl.
ですって。
それなら。
あ、でもシルビーの身長は想定してないからめくれちゃうかも。
Uh-oh.
あらあら。
市松殿、目を閉じなさい。
Rip.
今の音は？
Uh-oh.
あー、そっちの服もエルチンのおっぱいサイズは想定してないから背中が破けたみたい。うわー
Dazzled.
こっちを見るな
I see nothing wrong. With that assortment of events, it had been a few days since I cried my eyes out in front of Reina. I had completely gotten back into the swing of my former fun Noble Academy lifestyle. And honestly, I felt like it was thanks to Reina.
金色ラブリッチェ。
はよ、オーロ。
Yeah.
どうしたん？
But why would there be?
いや、なんかじっと見てくるから。
No, I'm fine.
Today had started off like any other day, but something had changed.
ため息は幸せを逃がすそうよ。
That was very prophetic, thank you.
That right? But I can't stop.
うなじに息がかかってくすぐったいわ。
I guess it's a good thing we remembered to brush this morning.
If the happiness that escaped me made you smile, that's what counts.
My day was as peaceful as could be. And he just falls over, passing out from breathing out too much. Thunk.
ああ、もう耳に息をかけないで、オーロ。
本気で王女へのセクハラはおやめください。腕を取りますよ。
You're really fun at parties, aren't you, Ella-san?
Gomennasai.
Sylvie and Ella-san wear their usual selves.
オーロ君はシルビアさんと仲がよろしいですね。
That's how we got here.
いいよな。
常識的に考えて、シルビア王女のうなじに息を吹きかけて遊べる男って、世界でも彼だけでしょうね。
And you weren't even really there for the last route.
Mm-hmm. If you only knew. If we only knew.
俺もやりたい。いや、吐きかけるまで行かなくてもいい。クルス・クラウンさんの近くで思いっきり息を吸うだけでも。
The boys were the same as ever, too.
下品ね。まったく。
I actually agree with you on that one, Jogasaki.
まあまあ、綾香。最近のこの教室、品性が下がっているわ。
Perhaps Jogasaki was a little irritated?
The question of, like, the game?
That's just her default state of being.
王女にセクハラフリーとは、いいポジションに落ち着いたね、オーロ。
Why?
Can't deny it.
Why? Reina also never changed. And yet, did things look different only when Reina was in front of me? Is that a question or a statement?
I think we'll find out next screen.
It's a question. Because my eyes saw her in a new light? sighs just kept on coming.
And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. It wasn't intentional. Ella-san, don't kill us, please.
市松殿
I'm sorry.
You just see him fly out the window. Sorry.
Another peaceful day blew by in the blink of an eye, or several exhales of sighs. And then... pitter-patter. Oh wow, we jumped ahead really far. We've already got the pitter-patter of little feet in our place. Pitter-patter again.
あ、一巻終わった。オーロ、これ次の巻は？
Yeah, it's not out yet.
ここで終わりかよ。
Reina stretched out on my bed with a Ramoon in one hand.
まあいいや、ここまでで。なんか途中からやたらグロかったし。
She had a massive pile of my manga by her side.
Oh boy.
The line between this situation being a good or troublesome thing was quite subtle. Reina had been spending a lot of time in my room lately. It probably started with her checking in on me, but she'd gotten hooked on my manga collection in the process.
You don't read much shonen manga, do you?
最近のはね。なんか衝撃の展開ってびっくり箱系ばっかりで落ち着いて読めるのがないじゃん。
Yeah, and everything goes all in on either sex appeal or shock value.
He just looks at the screen. Readers these days were accustomed to thrills, so they'd drop a series like a rock if one didn't deliver exactly that.
特にグロいのはもう。
Going gory is the easiest tool a series can use.
グロほんとダメなんだよね。いやもうグロとかじゃなくても、なんか目をひんむいたり、ああいうキモい絵はそれだけでダメ。
Agreed. She was more cowardly than I thought.
特に一人だと読めないからさ、先が気になっても読めないのよ、買っても。オーロがいてくれると助かるわ。
You're welcome.
Which is why you come to my place to read every single one, huh?
迷惑？
Not really.
It left me at a loss, but she wasn't a bother.
So then, what sort of manga do you normally read?
読むならだいたい日常4コマ。
That seems to be the in thing nowadays, huh?
I got the feeling it was the most mass-produced manga format in Japan right now.
A single book can span an entire season of anime, too. Oh, do you watch anime?
アニメは全然。そもそもテレビ全然見ない。
Wow.
Huh.
Basically, all of the four-paneled slice-of-life manga these days were produced under the assumption that they'd get anime adaptations, so many of them came out decently.
So, what about girls manga?
ガールズは最近微妙かな。たまに読むと楽しいけど連続で読むとだれる。
Yeah, I think I get what you mean.
Reina was lazing around as we talked. If she felt at home here, that was most important, but... she was lounging around on my bed in a skirt, which meant her panties were probably in view. Then again, Reina had tons of openings like these for ages now.
オーロ？どこ見てんの？
Manga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's... what? The way I was now, my mindset was different from before. In this situation, I'd kind of like to avoid staring at Reina when her panties were most likely visible. I was sure I'd look at her strangely.
変なの。
Too late. Although she did seem to think I was strange either way.
じゃ、明日はまた別の用意しといて。
Alright, I'll fire up the printing press then.
Sure.
For what it was worth, she didn't overstay her welcome and headed back before 8 o'clock that night. I could tell my racing heartbeat had settled down. Oh, man. What the heck was I doing? If I liked her, I should just tell her so already. We were already on friendly terms, but it left me somewhat hesitant to take another step forward. How should I approach this? Then.
ねえねえ、クリスマスどうする？今から彼氏を作るのは、期待薄ですわね。でもクリスマスと聞くだけで、一人で過ごすのは嫌。そんな乙女心。
Well, she's been reading girls' manga.
わかる。
The girls just so happen to be chatting.
ねえ、市松。
Hello.
Yeah?
They called out to me. While there were more girls like Akane-chan I could talk to, it was rare for these girls in class.
クリスマスを独り身で過ごす女子って、どう思う？
I think it's normal. In fact, I think girls who seriously believe false takes like, I don't want to spend Christmas alone, are idiots.
バカっつった？
You took that literally? And you're single?
We'll remember that for the fan disc.
うぐ。
Well, we didn't think it was going to be that off-putting.
はいはい、茶化さないの。市松くん、寝ごちには言うようになりましたよね。
Yeah, I think one day we'll actually see what she looks like.
Well, also considering the fact that, you know, we sorted through her trash and may have saw her used underwear, that kind of helps.
Yeah. I actually, weirdly enough, that's one of the things I'm looking forward to is like, what does she look like?
I know, I'm curious.
え？なになに？市松くん、私のこと好きとか？
Maybe?
No.
Ooh.
ないない。ないわ、マストで。そこまで言うか。
Damn. We thought we were the butt of the joke. It was true that I'd managed to talk to other girls from class in the same way I did Reina or Sylvie, but...
こっちだってお断りよ。島くんみたいな将来有望なイケメンならともかく。というわけなのよ、市松。どうだい？島くんのこと、あたしらに紹介してくれないかい？
He has a girlfriend. That's what this was all about?
Is that what this... Wow, good call.
I nailed it.
Is that what this is all about? You want me to introduce you to him in a mixer or something?
お、いいねいいね、合コン。そこまでやってくれるならマストだわ。
That was sarcasm, but whatever floats your boat.
島くんと合コン？すごいじゃん。
Okay.
Oh yay, we get to break her dreams. It's not like I couldn't. He's incredibly tone deaf, but he loves karaoke, so I'm sure he'd turn up if I asked him to go.
マジですかいな。おっしゃー、希望が膨らんできた。
He's got a girlfriend, though.
Oh, there's the death blow.
一瞬でしぼんだ。ほら、ですから言ったじゃありませんこと。あんなかっこいいなら女性には不自由しないって。
I hadn't seen him in a while, and I'm not totally in the loop, but I hadn't heard anything about them breaking up.
何よ。スポーツ新聞いくつか読んだけど、そんなこと書いてなかったじゃない。
相手の子はどんな子？やっぱ辛きと喜びを分かち合うマネージャー的な？
I thought I was the one who read too much manga.
Yeah, for real.
No, she's from another club. Here.
I had a picture and showed them my phone.
ああ。可愛らしい方ですわね。お年とお名前は？
Why is the age that important?
Chieka, a year younger and currently a first year.
マストで可愛いね。ギラギラしてるんじゃなくて、普通の可愛さ。モテモテにモテるんじゃなく、普通に恋愛をして普通に幸せなお母さんになるタイプの可愛さ。
I think I liked you a little bit better when you were all about castration.
You know, she got one thing wrong in that statement, which was that she didn't mention that it's the type of girl who doesn't call her brother Oni-chan.
Oh, better point.
That's a good way to describe her.
She was plain enough that transcendent beauties like Sylvie or Ellison would blow her away, but she was too cute for any man to ever consider letting her go.
こりゃ合コン誘っても乗り換えとかは一切無理。っていうか、誘った合コンに普通に彼女さん連れてきそうだね。
Knowing Torio he might, he doesn't realize how popular he is.
He's even denser than us, if you can believe it.
ちくしょ
She must have realized she had zero chances of coming out on top. Kaga was ticked.
Is that all you needed? I'm gonna go back to my room.
待って待って。じゃあ別の男紹介して。
Alright, you want Saigo or Yamamoto?
A different one? Like Gigachio?
あんな経済界のプリンス様に手出せるかい
Well, damn, Kikachio's got game, apparently. And he doesn't even know it.
Apparently. Like, I mean, I guess it would make sense that he's rated highly.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I said it as a joke, but...
Yeah, I know. They are jokes. Saigo or Yamamoto, then?
西郷さん、いい方ですけど、ちょっとお話が合わないかも。山本はお母ちゃん以外興味ないっしょ。
That I 100% believe.
You called him, like, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
The way you all rate men is horrible.
But accurate.
But pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm. Well, we rambled on and on. There she is. An exasperated Jogasaki came rushing down from the second floor. Again, that's just her default state of being.
綾香、どっか行くの
Out. Slam.
呼び出されたの。
Oh, I didn't realize that Satan was calling you back.
誰に鳴沢京也。
I'm the greatest.
鳴沢、あの芸能人の
I don't know. I really wanted to stick with the Mr.
Because
Satan
of the
joke.
Satan?
Yes.
Good call. Look, we can joke all we want, but he did defeat Cell.
You are correct. He did.
I saw the puppet show.
Oh, yeah.
Who was that again?
大手事務所が最近ガチガチに売り込んでらっしゃるイケメン俳優ですわ。おじいさまの代から3代続けての俳優一家だとか。
Wow.
Riding all his family's coattails to get the company to push him, huh? You pretty much gotta be a star for that. So, why did someone like that call for you?
知らないわ。この前ご挨拶したら妙に気に入られたみたいで、また会いたいまた会いたいうるさかったの。
It's the long black hair.
こっちも局の都合でいい顔してたから、勘違いさせたんでしょうね。
Okay, I actually feel ever so slightly bad for her now.
No, I still don't.
それってつまりあの鳴沢京也が綾香に惚れ込んじゃってる的なさあ、私の知ったことじゃありません。
Jogasaki declared proudly before her departure. I checked what that Norosawa whatever looked like on my phone.
Oh, he's a handsome guy.
二世三世タレントってお顔は今一つなことが多いですけど、この人こいつが綾香を気に入って。
I know, right?
ジグジョー
She looked frustrated. Well, we'll just have to take your word on that. But the others in class were blessed with men. Oh well, better just leave Kaga be. I bet she'd be unpopular for the rest of her life unless she did something about that pitiful impression she gave off. More importantly,
Guess Jogasaki really is popular.
そりゃそうさね。想像してごらん。もしもうちのクラスにクルスクラウンさんがいなかったら。
well, we really can't because we wouldn't be in there either.
Ah.
That would automatically mean no Ella-san either. Jogasaki certainly might stand above all the others. Her face was her one great feature, as was that tight body. Well, then that's not one feature, is it?
Are you going to talk about her black hair?
I know. That's going to be next. The thing was, though...
What about Reina?
あ
Never mind.
Oh, close one. Hello, plant! What was I frustrated about? I confirmed that Reina was popular before anyway. But Reina... She was at least on the same level as Jogasaki and stood out among the rest in our class.
Are we following Jogasaki now?
It sure looks like it. Okay.
はいどうも。ちょっと遅いよ。寒いのに待たされちゃったじゃん。
This guy sounds obnoxious.
鳴沢、待たされるの嫌いだから。はい、副将。
This guy is obnoxious.
副将。して。
待たされるのがお嫌いなのにお待たせして申し訳ありませんでした。
いえいえ。
ムカついてはダメよ、綾香。こいつは一末と違って利用しがいがあるんだから、良好な関係を築くのよ。
I was literally 2 seconds away from being like, I am actually starting to feel bad for her.
I take back what I said earlier. I no longer feel bad for her.
じゃあ飲みに行こうか。マネがいい店取ってくれたから。
ですが私、学生でして、明日も学校が。
はーい、鳴沢口答えは嫌いです。副将。
金色ラブリッチェ。はよーん。
Alright, well, we were very close to feeling sympathy for the devil, and it didn't happen.
They almost had me, and then she was like, oh man, fuck Ichimatsu.
Yep, that's just, wow. I cannot believe that in that uncomfortable situation, she was still like, man, at least I've got a use for this guy, unlike that Ichimatsu Ouro.
We're not even there, which means, yes, she is the, benchmark of uselessness. We are the benchmark of uselessness in her head.
I just can't believe how much she resents us. I mean, yeah, I know we've really thrown off her reign of terror or whatever, but jeez.
She really don't like us.
I really want to know why she has such resentment for... I mean, I understand the general vulgarity concept, but this goes beyond that. This is like an irrational hatred.
It's definitely irrational. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know she had mentioned that she, but what do you call it?
The boys at the camp that did that?
Yeah, and so...
But he wasn't one of them.
Correct, but she definitely just hates all commoners. That's a thing.
Yeah.
I guess Reina gets, an exception clause, but, nah. I could see it being, male commoners.
Yeah, that would make more sense because I feel like for the most part, it's not as much of an issue. I mean, she's probably never been treated poorly by a female commoner.
Yeah, but she was bullied by male commoners.
Yeah.
So...
Mm-hmm.
in some weird way, then, it does mean that us and her have some similarities. We just went in very different directions.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. I'm still very curious to see exactly how we're going to manage to boomerang this resentment into affection in the fan disc.
I am actually, to be honest, I actually am also, because I saw that there's those two routes. I mean, Mina and Jogasaki.
Right.
And then there's a Maria Bishop route. I'm actually really interested how there is a separate Maria Bishop route, but that's a whole another thing.
Rhea just maintains the illusion, for her
the entire time.
And then on her deathbed, or on his deathbed, she pulls off the wig and be like, surprise, I've been Rhea the whole time. Beep.
It was me. Yeah, so that's interesting, but in terms of actual stuff, I'm most interested in Jogasaki.
Yeah, me too.
Actually, of all of the other routes, like including
Akane and Elle.
Yeah. And Rhea I'm interested in more than her.
Well, yeah,
but
that's fair.
With Jogasaki, it really is. How are they going to make me like her?
I don't know.
And sell that we end up on a route? That's really interesting to me.
Well, she does have the black hair going for her.
That's true. I wonder if that's literally it. He's just like, but she's got the black hair.
It's just the whole thing. She still hates him, but for some reason they begrudgingly get together. That'd be really weird. Anyway,
really weird.
We haven't talked at all about how Ichimatsu now has feelings for Reina and is actually being... we were just so sidetracked by Jogasaki. But yeah, that's pretty cool, so he's finally admitting it. I wonder how many episodes it's going to be before he actually works up the nerve to say something.
He might do it fairly quickly.
Yeah, you might be right.
I don't know.
But I hope you all have enjoyed this episode, and we hope to see you in the next one. For now, we are the Bridge Boys, signing off.